of our Excellence in Greenstone series. So out of our group of greenstones that we have that we're using for these examples, some of them are really excellent and some of them are not so excellent. So the purpose of this is to kind of show and kind of critique each stone and kind of just go over each stone. And if we picked out 12 magnificent greenstones that don't need any critiquing, we wouldn't have any material for this series. So Bruce DeWitt actually polished all of these greenstones and absolutely deserves the credit on these. So I just wanted to point that out. He's probably one of the best to ever put a greenstone on a polishing lap. So let's dive right into part 2. Right here, this one is a real winner in my opinion for shape. It just has a real pleasing outline for a cabochon, and it's a little bit wider on this side than it is here, but all in all, this one's going to set really well. It's got a consistently nice tall sidewall. So this one, even though it's not really got a great pattern on the edge, it would cover up with the silver or the gold, and so this one would turn out well. And from the top, this has a real nice top up appearance. It just has a couple of pitting issues right here, which, you know, sometimes you just can't help that, but overall this is a nice piece and it would finish well. What I've got is this one. This is a nice little greenstone. It's got a terrific pattern, and you know what I like about this one is the shape. It's just it's different. It's not just a round or oval. It's got that nice long shape to it. One interesting thing about this one is it's got some white material on the back of it, and that's not polish or anything. That's actually stone. I'm thinking it could be prehnite or some other copper-bearing mineral. But anyway, this is a great cabochon. It's a nice piece, and it really would set well and display well. Of course, this is pretty zoomed in. You're going to see a couple of like pits, like right here. But overall, it's really a nice piece. So here, this is one of my favorite types of greenstones, and the reason is because it's mostly that light pattern. If you look at it, it changes so nicely, and it just has so much character when you look at the changeable luster and the pattern on it. It's typical of one that has the bigger cells or the bigger eyes, but for whatever reason was just a smaller stone. And so what you get is this marvelous rolling flash, if you will, similar to like an opal. And this stone just absolutely is terrific. However small, is still impressive, and I really like this type of greenstone. So show you a greenstone. This pale yellow one right here, kind of like an ugly color there. These two right here are normal. This one right here that's all pale and green was actually heated. Somebody had resized a ring, and the heat had caused that yellowing to happen to that greenstone. And just wanted to show you that heating greenstones actually causes them to turn that really gross yellow color. So just kind of a fair warning. Don't superheat your greenstones. They can definitely withstand normal temperatures like, you know, hot water and things like that, but not ring resizing heat. That's just going to destroy the stone. Is really great because it has the smaller cells, and a lot of times you just get a lot more interesting pattern with these smaller cells, and they're a real big favorite among greenstone lovers out there. So this is a really cool piece. Lots of times you can't get a perfect finish on these just because there's so much detail in the cells. So you'll get some of this micro pitting right there. You can kind of see, but very seldom are you looking that closely at it. And just from holding it at a normal distance, these look absolutely terrific. And so this is a really nice example of a tight celled or small celled greenstone, and these are really, really cool. So it just kind of depends on what your favorite flavor is on greenstone, but this one certainly is an amazing stone and has that nice pattern to it. So I'm going to move on to another one. One of those stones that, you know, you just can't find anything wrong with it. It's absolutely stunning when you look at it, and it just has everything a greenstone should have. What I really like about this particular stone is the cutter, if I can get the angle right, kept this this pattern seam right on the top. So it made that really neat. If you just kind of look at it, and I'm trying to get this focus to work for you here. It just made that really neat from the top view down on this stone. It made that just more attractive, in my opinion. And what else is really nice about this stone is the pattern really extends all the way down, you know, right down to the bottom edge of it, which is pretty neat for a greenstone. I'll show you the back of it. This is a solid stone, and so it's not polished on the back, but you can still see the changeable luster even on an unpolished surface on the back. So this is one of those stones that I would call really high quality, and it just really, really is an amazing piece. Really is. So not going to criticize this one. Another group of stones it's worth mentioning. We come across these quite often when we work on greenstones, and I've heard them described many different ways. People call them lily pad greenstones. A lot of different names for them. It is chlorastrolite on top of a crystal, and so that's one of them. I have a few more examples. This one right here, same type of deal. I've got another one. This one's actually got a really nice pattern, and also it's got that crystal. It's also truly magnificent. Right here, this one looks to me like it's about maybe 14-15 millimeters long, and also really hard to criticize this greenstone. It's very, very nice. The polish on it is just exceptional. I don't see even micro pitting on the surface of it. It's very vitreous and very, very nice. The bottom side of this is also polished, and so you can kind of see this stone really, really was just a true treasure all the way through it. But it does have this nice taper, so it could be used as a cabochon. You can kind of see this tapering right here, so it would press into a setting well. Just haven't used it yet. Just kind of admire the stone for what it is, and it's a fine example of the Isle Royale Greenstone. Just once again, I'm just going to give you a zoomed in view of this stone. It's worth zooming in on. It's absolutely great, and I just wanted to just give you one more good look at it. I'll roll this over. Truly a terrific piece. Thank you so much for joining me today, going over these greenstones, some different characteristics of different cabochons, and just the greenstones in general. If you like the video, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It sure does help us out a lot, and until next time, be well and take care.